Crashing on the racetrack is a typical thing in NASCAR racing, but what about under caution? That is something that happens very rarely, but it happens from time to time. And in this video, we're going to be looking at NASCAR crashes under caution. I hope you've been enjoying this content recently. Feel free to always like, comment, and subscribe.
And now Kurt Busch.
Oh, trouble. Jeff Gordon, Johnny Benson, Ken Schrader, and Casey Mears. Dave Blaney's in it also. That's turn 3 and 4.
Decal of the light.
Gordon around. Don't know why. Wow, look at Benson get punched up in the air by Schrader.
And Kenny Wallace.
Kenny almost missed it.
Almost missed it, but not quite.
Boy, Bobby Labonte slipped through there. Man, Schrader barreled in there.
When racing back to the caution flag, Jeff Gordon accidentally hooks the 41 car, sending a massive accident into turn number 3, ending a lot of drivers' days. Jeff Gordon had a great car that day, and he would unfortunately not see the finish.
And this is live, so Sauter has just now wrecked Austin Hill. So here is Sauter coming back to get Hill after Hill had moved Johnny and put Johnny into the wall.
I think
Johnny Sauter's day is done.
This is probably the most cheap shot way to retaliate against somebody. Johnny Sauter sends Austin Hill hard into the wall at Iowa in the Truck Series race, under caution. This is extremely unacceptable.
Watch, the field's under yellow, all caught up behind the pace car, and Elliott's car takes a sharp right turn, bit of smoke there, and pounds the wall.
Somebody must have run into the back of him, because, I mean, the car just took an abrupt left-hand turn.
Jeff Gordon and Jeff Burton crash under caution after Martin Truex Jr. pounds the wall in the 2010 Texas race. Jeff Gordon and Jeff Burton ended up collecting each other off of turn number 2 and ultimately having an altercation after this incident.
Caution. Oh, no, and Jeff Gordon. Where in the world?
Bring it to me.
He's over at the exit of turn 2, and Jeff Burton involved. Over on the right side of the track. Here's what happened with Gordon and Burton.
well, I don't know about that.
Wow. Hard contact for the 24.
To me, like Burton did that on purpose.
The 2006 Gatorade Duel at Daytona saw a piece of sheet metal on the racetrack under caution. The leaders ended up swerving and slowing down to try to avoid it, while cars in the back did not have time to react, plowing in to the back of other cars.
Jarrett is around.
I think it was Sterling Marlin in the 14. He just slowed down, and then he gets rammed.
Watch your back, God!
Wow. And when those tires explode, I mean, that takes some sheet metal with it, too.
It takes a sheet metal also when you will see Chad Chaffin coming off that right front tire just explodes. But what happens when that car goes in the wall? The brake rotor is really the biggest.
The front straightaway. It's like there's some contact.
Oh, the
We
24 of Byron.
11 ran him into the fence off of turn 2. Byron takes that opportunity to possibly retaliate.
William Byron and Denny Hamlin had a Texas altercation on the racetrack under caution. William Byron ended up hitting Denny Hamlin coming off of turn number 4 under the yellow flag, spinning Hamlin into the grass. Ultimately, Byron would be penalized. Trying to get his free pass around, Clint Boyer took the outside lane to get the wave around. Kyle Larson was swerving his tires left and right, and they ended up making contact under caution.
I mean, it seems like
something's wrong with the steering.
Had to break. Like it just.
We saw that last night too in the truck race. We had a couple pieces get broke and a couple guys hit the inside wall there, but there's definitely something wrong in the steering of that car.
White checker, you see the 18 slowing down. William Byron goes up and runs into the back of him to show him his displeasure. The problem is the damage is all to the 24.
William Byron got spun by Kyle Busch in the 2019 Watkins Glen race. Under the yellow flag, he tried to take his anger out on Kyle Busch, driving full speed into the back of him. Ultimately, Byron would end up damaging his vehicle more than Busch's. Cody Ware was upset with Chase Elliott during the Bristol Dirt race and tried to spin him out under caution, ultimately failing though.
So the 3 goes up here. swerves at the 6, and then Brad just loses it. Wow. Let's listen to the 6 audio.
Get away from.
Both drivers trying to get by. Looked like the 17 of Timothy Peters. They slid up the racetrack, and now Kyle Busch not happy at all.
It's all good, dude.
And Kyle Busch is going to turn the 53 into the wall. Championship contender Hornaday in the wall.
Well, Kyle Busch should be parked for this race, and maybe the rest of the...
Heading back to intentionally crashing somebody under the yellow flag, something that is a big no-no in NASCAR racing. Kyle Busch crashes championship contender Ron Hornaday after being pushed into the wall off of turn 2 at Texas. Busch took his anger out on Hornaday, and that ended up costing him a 2-race suspension.
Happened a few laps ago.
Oh, Balicki got loose into the corner. They got some issues with that car since he crashed, and he lost the back end getting in the corner. Takes the 00 up the racetrack, and the 00 obviously frustrated, and under caution shows his frustration.
Here comes the 26 of the red car of Nemechek, but Alfredo just carried too much speed to the back of the pack.
That one's totally on the 23. I couldn't tell from our first replay if the 26 maybe brake checked him.
One of the Bristol dirt races saw the track so wet and slippery that cars were sliding off the banking under caution. Christopher Bell, after exiting pit road, slid down into Ross Chastain and Daniel Suarez.
It is drying out. It is going to get more racing.
What happened? A problem for Ty Gibbs. This is in the front.
Oh, wow.
Straightaway chicane. What? The Shelton chicane. Oh my gosh! He just gets tagged by Jesse Awuji.
What happened? Is he thinking?
Jesse Awuji might be one of the dumbest drivers in NASCAR. He makes some of the most stupidest moves on the racetrack, just like when he took out race leader Ty Gibbs when he was trying to take the wave around at Portland.
The action with Bobby Hillis. Yellow's already out, and wow, Caleb really lucky right there.
Now the 22 is, I guess, stuck.
Throwing a fit.
Can't get it. Can't get it. Aimed in the right direction, and he's trying to.
They're doing a burnout.
Yeah. He's got flat tires on the front.
That's where we're trying to get a push record here.
Kind of stuck here.
That was when most likely your crew chief called you to pit road really late. The answer I would have given if I was Sheldon, y'all called me in too late, darn it.
It would make a difference. You see,
Crash coming onto pit road. Kyle Larson, late decision, wanted to come to pit road. Kyle Busch looked like he was going to come off of pit road. They hit. Going to stay out. Kyle Larson looks like he's going to stay out. Kyle Busch decides to come in.
Well, then Kyle Busch changed his mind, took a hard right to go back on the racetrack at the same time that Kyle Larson decided to take a hard left and come to pit road.
I hope you've enjoyed this video. Feel free to always hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. And also, click this video up here. You might actually like it.